This makes a lot of sense. This honestly does. Hey everyone, it's the Butter My Girl. Welcome to another video, and today we are once again back with Pocket. Just also go check out those two. They are pretty good. Anyways, we literally just one day ago, freaking reacted to the Final 2 DLC newcomers possibly being leaked. And now oh my god. We're all the way back. But this one is about a Monster Hunter character possibly being revealed. Which makes a lot of sense. Because, I mean, in the boss category, we got all the stuff that makes sense. We got Marks, who was freaking awesome. They brought him back once again to be a boss in Smash. We got Giga Bowser returning from Melee as a boss instead of just only being Bowser's Final Smash. We've got Ganon, whose Final Smash is a boss as well. Sorry, Ganondorf, who has his Final Smash as not just his Final Smash, but also a boss. We've got Gallium returning from Brawl, Master and the Crazy Hand, of course. Unfortunately, no Aldo. And then we have Rathalos, which just seems completely out of nowhere. A freaking monster hunter or creature or whatever. I don't know what. I imagine Rathalos is a boss in Monster Hunter. I know about Monster Hunter. I have seen gameplay and all that, but I don't really know about it. So I don't really know what status Rathalos has in it. But just the fact that we have a Monster Hunter character just suddenly in Smash just came out of nowhere. It's like when freaking Bayonetta joined. Freaking Bayonetta. Like, it's just like, what the hell? And same with Joker, except everybody was a lot more hyped. Not saying Bayonetta is a bad character. And didn't deserve and didn't really wasn't really appreciated the fact that she was brought. Well, she was appreciated that she was coming until people actually realized how overpowered she is. And then everybody, a ton of tournament players kept using her, and we basically only got Bayonetta winning tournaments. Oh, that, like, my god. My god. Everybody gangsta until Smash 4 Bayonetta comes out. Anyways, just the fact that Rathalos is in just was it was honestly really cool to have a boss who doesn't even have like a really cartoony sort of vibe. Like, even Ganon and Giga Bowser have a small little bit of that. But Rathalos, it's literally, with the fact that Rathalos is a whole another being coming from a game completely unlike anything Nintendo has. Like, from a style that's different. It really I don't know what I'm saying. I keep forgetting what I'm saying. I suck at speaking. But yeah, like, the fact that we got Rathalos from Monster Hunter, and then literally nothing else from Monster Hunter, just Rathalos, it just seemed like something was missing. especially with the fact that the bosses, except for Master Hand and Crazy Hand, I guess kind of Gallium, have routes that are have appearing routes dictating to the character, like their series, kinda. Like I mean, they're in others, but like you probably get what I mean. Like Giga Bowser is in quite a few, but one of the most important ones is that he's the final boss of Mario's route. Ganon is a finishing battle in Link's classic mode. Kirby was marked, and you know. But Rathalos doesn't have that. I guess you could say the same for Gallium. But I mean, I think it's pretty fitting that Wolf has Gallium as his final battle, because I mean, what was Wolf's classic mode? I'm pretty sure it had something to do with newcomers returning. I mean, old characters returning. And so it also kind of worked because Gallium was first revealed in Brawl, like first appeared in the series. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm making this intro way too long. But yeah, it just seemed like something was missing with the fact that Rathalos is in the game, but we have nothing else. I'm pretty sure the only Monster Hunter related spirit we have is Rathalos. I'm pretty sure. So it just seems completely out of place. I mean, if we had a Persona 5 boss, I mean, not the Persona 5 boss, except for the final boss, which I won't spoil. I mean, it would be quite a surprise. It would be kind of weird, but it makes sense. It eventually would fit in, because we have a whole bunch of other stuff from Persona 5. We got Joker as a fighter, a bunch of Persona 5 spirits, and mementos as a stage. I mean, it fits. It would fit. But Rathalos just doesn't seem to fit in at all. So a monster character becoming a fighter would make a lot of sense. But I've spent way too much time.
Content Discord, so we can talk about all the things that we love. Links in the description. Let's finally talk about Monster Hunter in Smash Brothers. All this evidence makes too much sense.
Evidence number 1. Rathalos.
What's happening, my block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode
Also,
of Block Content.
I'm sorry for pausing after I talked so much. My God. But I'm pretty sure I didn't react to this sort of thing, but I remember a while back Callum spoke about a leak, talking about how this one dude went into Nintendo's headquarters and saw a design for a character being made, which is believed to be like what the next DLC fighters. He also said it was female. They also said it looked like a female fighter, a female character. And I couldn't help but notice that on the thumbnail, it has what looks like someone who looks like a woman or something like that.
Dance League Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. And of course, today we are going to be talking about Monster Hunter in Smash Bros. Ultimate. It's pretty funny because there's already Monster Hunter content in Smash Bros., but this also coincides with a lot of leaks and something that I really wanted to talk with you guys about since, yeah, because of that Zero video that just came out, and we need to talk about Monster Hunter in Smash because all of this stuff...
Oh, I know what he's talking about.
And I think that with all the leaks coinciding, it's just inevitable. So let's talk about Monster Hunter. And for those of you guys who like giveaways, we are giving away a Piranha Plant plushie at 50k, but also, right now, I'm gonna say it, we are also giving away a blocked content t-shirt. Super awesome, so remember to like this video, press like now, subscribe to blocked content, and comment down below why you should have it. And of course, we'll do this at 40k, so we're really close to give away one of these t-shirts. So let me know in the comments if you guys want to have it. Well, let's just do it. Anyway guys, let's head right on into this. Monster Hunter to me is an interesting character because it's of course another player character, right? It's a character that doesn't necessarily have a straight form, but it's whoever you choose in the game, you dress up to, the moveset that you choose. But I think
so it's almost like Corrin or Robin. Because I mean the movesets are already picked out, obviously, but the fact that Corrin and Robin are two of the only fighters with female variations is like referencing the fact that you could choose whether your character would be male or female in those games, considering that Corrin and Robin are the main characters, I believe, of their respective games.
That everybody who thinks about Monster Hunter as a character thinks about the Marvel versus Capcom kind of character, right? Some generic,
I'm not
dragon
much
armor
into
character with
Fire
a
Emblem.
gigantic sort of club blade. I think that would be a really interesting moveset for Smash. Of course, we have Cloud in there with a gigantic Buster Sword, and that already, is very, iconic in its own right. But I think that
Definitely.
that sword, slashes pretty quickly, and I think that with Monster Hunter, it could even be a heavy kind of character.
Cloud, I have the biggest sword. Kirby, fire!
How cool would it be to have a new female character be another heavy character, so it'll fit a lot of these boxes that have not been fit for a very long time in Smash. So talking about this, there are a lot of leaks that coincide with Monster. A lot of people are saying Monster Hunter Doom Guy, or something Monster Hunter, and then Frisk from Undertale. That's all really interesting to me because it shows up in a lot of these leaks, so it has to somewhere be true, right? And also, because of the company that makes these games, it makes a lot of sense. So first, out of the box, I want to say a huge shout out to Zero. Zero is a really awesome Smash Bros. Competitive player, really doing great things for the scene. I watch his videos on YouTube on the daily. Really great guy, super fun streams also, and he covered a few leaks.
I recommend you go check out his channel.
And a couple of them had a direct link to blocked content, to our videos, and some shout outs to the channel. So thanks a lot, Zero. I enjoy your content. I hope you enjoy mine. So anyway, guys, Monster Hunter to me makes sense because of the two voice actors that it'll probably have, right? If you think about Monster Hunter, it's a player character, so it'll maybe have two versions, like, Corrin would have two versions, or Robin, or an Animal Crossing character. So two versions, male and female, would also solidify the sound test theory. One extra spot.
Yeah, that's the thing.
So for those of you guys who don't really know what the sound test theory is basically the sound test menu that's in Smash right now would be complete, but it would have one open space left, and everybody's kind of rumoring, would that mean 2 DLC fighters and then 1 bonus fighter, like Gino? Or could it be 2 fighters, but one of the 2 fighters has 2 slots in that sound test menu? Because even characters like Bayonetta, who have 2 forms and slightly different dialogue, they have 2, different parts in that sound test. So that
that's why?
Solidify this, because
that's why Bayonetta has 2 slots?
The Monster Hunter male and the Monster Hunter female, or in this case, probably the female first and then the male version, because that's the way, the character is portrayed in Marvel vs. Capcom. That's interesting. So the female fighter theory is also one that we've covered a lot and that's been growing around. And
Mm-hmm.
the female fighter theory is basically someone saying, I've been to the offices of Nintendo, I've seen some stuff from Smash Ultimate, I've seen this and this and this. I've also seen a female fighter model. I can't really figure out who the character is, but the character has some sort of ponytail. The character uses projectiles. So yeah, let's talk about that ponytail because the character of Monster Hunter, well, in the Marvel vs. Capcom games, doesn't really have a ponytail, right? It has these like dreadlock hairs or these dragon kind of spikes.
All right.
So that could also be a misdirect, right? It could also be a totally different model for a female character that could still hold up. So I thought that.
Maybe a shot. Okay. I just water it. Okay. Freaking
Very
awesome.
interesting to at least think about because having projectiles that's also described with the female character, and of course this character has a lot of projectiles to choose from within the entire Monster Hunter franchise. So I think that there's a lot there to think about with the voice actors, with a female fighter, and also not to mention Rathalos being in the game. In
Like I was
Smash Ultimate,
saying.
there's this boss Rathalos that is from Monster Hunter, and it's there without a character, which is pretty strange, right? There's no
And
other
without
boss
anything
in
else.
the game. There's
Like the only thing that Rathalos brought with him is a Monster Hunter themed like area source thing in World of Light. Like like one part is a whole Dracula's castle thing. Another is a Bowser's castle area sort of thing. Another one is a reference to gourmet race and all that. And Rathalos only brings that himself and his own spirit, but nothing else relating to Monster Hunter whatsoever.
boss from the Kirby franchise, from Zelda, from all this other stuff. And then there's a boss from Monster Hunter, which is totally crazy. And of course, Rathalos being in the game, that's super cool. They already cleared Monster Hunter, which basically means it's already approved and they're already working together with that developer to get that content in the game. Of course,
Exactly.
we have Mega Man in the game and some other stuff that coincides with Mega Man, but that team, that specific team that works on those Monster Hunter games, that's an entirely different thing. So that they've cleared that already and then would get a DLC character makes all the much more sense. Maybe it would even be a character that would have probably been in the base roster. That's why
And not to
Rathalos is in
mention,
there. And maybe
we
they
got
just held it back
we got
to
spirits.
have it as DLC.
We
I
have
think that all the DLC
Monster Hunter
fighters,
spirits, which would
I
make
think
sense.
a huge chunk of it had already been completed when we got Smash Bros. Ultimate in stores, but some of it's held back because of DLC. That's totally awesome. I mean, that totally happens all the time. So I could see that too.
Indeed it
So
does.
they already cleared Monster Hunter, and who wouldn't want to see the Monster Hunter take on Rathalos in the classic mode? I mean, that would just look really cool, like some sort of 2D fighting game from Monster Hunter, right? It would spark a whole lot of interesting things. And I could already see the opening cinematic for the character, right? Because that entire franchise feels really cinematic, have all these crazy bosses to take down, and then of course in Monster
Very true.
Hunter's trailer and probably even classic mode, the character would take down these big monsters. And do we have some big monsters? We have Charizard, Bowser, Ridley. You can even think of Incineroar as one, right? So
Plus, we got mushrooms.
I think it's super interesting to think about that character in terms of that character smashes monsters, and we do have those in Smash Ultimate. So I could already see the cinematic. It would make total sense to have the character appear in a really big and broad
Yeah,
way.
that would
Because,
it would just make
it's
sense.
Capcom rep, another Capcom rep also makes sense to me in the Fighter's Pass.
And it just
it's already been just
it would
third-party.
fill in a lot of space
And,
that seems
yeah,
missing.
I think that Capcom would fit the mold. I mean, we already have from Atlas Joker, but it's also like Sega kind of stuff, and that's already in the game with even Bayonetta and Sonic. So to me, makes all the much more sense, and probably would be the next one revealed, right? We wouldn't really want a character like Monster Hunter to be the final huge reveal. That'd be safe for something either really, big, like it really makes people talk, or it would be a character that's just a fan favorite, right? It could either be a character like Doom Guy, where the entire internet explodes and it's like, the character from Doom is in Smash, or it could be a fan favorite, like Gino, who's like part third party, and that would, of course, be another pick that would be very similar to King K. Rool being in Smash,
That'd be freaking
or, of
awesome.
course, Banjo-Kazooie, because that's the fan favorite choice that you choose then. So, to me, there's a whole list of reasons that I just talked about why Monster Hunter makes sense, but I'm really curious to
It
know if you
absolutely
guys
does.
think that Monster Hunter should be in Smash, and if it will be, in what kind of form do you think that it should be, right? From what game should the model be taken? Should there be different male and female versions of the character? Let me know in the comments, because
I can't really say anything for those last two because, like I said, I am an uncultured swine and I do not know anything about Monster Hunter really at all. All I know is that it looks kind of like some kind of form of open worldish sort of thing from what I've seen. I'll say it makes a lot of sense. It just makes a lot of sense. It seems like a lot of things are definitely missing with the fact that Rathalos is in the game, but really didn't bring anything, especially since like I mean every other boss or sort of thing in the game like everything when a new thing gets added that relates to a series, a lot of other stuff from that series usually comes with it. Like Joker came Persona 5 stuff, like Mementos being a stage and spirits based on the series. Snake brought out Metal Gear spirits and all that. And just all that sort of thing. Or that all that sort of stuff, I mean. So it just doesn't make sense that Rathalos comes in to the picture, but doesn't brings literally nothing from Monster Hunter along with him. Like it just doesn't make sense. And if a Monster Hunter character were to be in, it would make a lot more sense and fill in the rest of the picture. I guess you could say. I don't know, but it would justify more Rathalos being in Smash. Like it just doesn't make sense. Then yeah, I'm just repeating myself now and still not knowing how to speak. But yeah, so Monster, like I won't be overly hyped. I'm like obviously. I'm having more trouble than usual. I wouldn't be hyped for I wouldn't be like really excited unless I found out that they were going to be busted as all heck. I mean, obviously, with Hero in, nothing could be more busted. But unless they end up nerfing Hero in the next patch, but oh, but on normal circumstances, I wouldn't be really too excited. I know somebody who would be excited, and would be pretty happy, but I, but me myself, I wouldn't really be. But it'd still be really cool. It's still I would admit that it'd still be really cool. Like with Cloud, because like I didn't know about the Final Fantasy series even before I learned that Cloud was in Smash 4. After learning about Smash 4. And I didn't know, I wasn't one of those Final Fantasy 7 fanboys, but I still really liked the series. I did like that game. So with Factor of Cloud in, I was actually pretty happy that he was in. Oh god. I think I'm just tired today. That's why I keep repeating myself and saying stuff that doesn't make sense. All that. Anyways, yeah, this was pretty interesting.